And we're back. What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be bringing you our 7 tips to becoming a better sneaker customizer. I know some people within our industry don't like that name. They want to be called artists and all that. But today we are focusing specifically on the art of customizing sneakers and how you can become better at that. So let's go ahead and get into this and stay tuned till the end because we have some cool giveaway details for you guys. Since we are selling a high-end custom product, one thing you definitely want to take into consideration is the quality of your photography. You don't want to just take your photos up against a messy workspace where everything is just totally out of place. There's a huge difference when you can actually put your shoes up against the correct background. You can do all of this with an iPhone, or you can really take your game to the next level with a DSLR. One thing that has always helped me is starting to create a bit of a mock-up in Photoshop. This really helps you start to see how things are going to look up against each other, and you can create a better flow for your overall design. We have a full Photoshop tutorial a few videos back, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. Another thing I can't stress enough is taking the right amount of time to do your prep work. People are going to be spending a lot of money to get customized shoes by you, and you're going to be putting a lot of your time, effort, and skills into creating them, so the last thing you want to happen is to create an unwearable design. Also, spending a lot of the time doing the prep in the beginning is going to save you a lot of headaches during your design work. As soon as you lay down tape on certain painted areas, lay down any vinyl stencils, the last thing you want to happen is for any of your paint to come up. So take your time with the prep work. This is one of those tips that you can really only learn through your own trial and error. Anytime you're taking a black surface and you're trying to get a color to pop on top of it, you need to lay down a couple base coats. So the color that I like to use is light gray for all my base coats and primers. I know that everybody thinks that white would make for a better base coat and primer, and it usually would in most situations, but light gray is going to help get your surface fuller and solid quicker. So all you'll have to do is lay down 2 coats of light gray on top of any black surface. After that, what I want you to do is take your main color. In this situation, I'm going to be using an orange, and mix in a little bit of white with that orange, about a half and half ratio. So what you're going to do is take this orangish whitish color, lay down on top of your light grays, and then you know that you have a beautiful surface for your orange to sit on. As soon as you have this orangish whitish surface, you know exactly how that orange is going to look on top of it. If you just try laying down orange right on top of black, it's just going to be muddy and washy. So doing these few steps to get the ultimate base coat or primer surface for your color to sit on is going to help make the colors pop. This is one of the most easily forgotten steps as a beginner utilizing Duller within all of your paints. Angelus created this great product called Duller, which will add a matte finish look to any paint that you mix it in with. This is a huge step for creating that factory look so that your shoes don't even look painted. Here you can see a side-by-side comparison of no Duller versus Duller on the right. This is another one of those not so talked about topics among shoe customizers and within our industry. You really need to leave the proper amount of dry time in between coats for the paint to actually adhere to the surface if you want these shoes to be wearable in the end. It doesn't matter whether you're hand painting or airbrushing, you need to leave time in between coats for the paint to actually adhere to the surface.
2,000 years later.
All jokes aside, you need to leave roughly between 10 to 14 minutes in between coats for the paint to actually adhere to the surface. If you're working on multiple projects at once, this is a great time to lay down a coat of paint on one shoe and move on to something else. This is one of the steps where you can really tell the level of experience somebody has within shoe customizing, in my opinion. Do they actually go back and touch up all the edges of every single panel on the shoe? When you're working with something like a Jordan 1 that you can see here has so many different edges and panels, you really need to take the time to go back and make sure that all of your edges and piping is the correct color. Alright, so there you have it, guys. I hope you were able to learn something from today's video. All of these little tips and hacks are things that I've had to learn and obstacles I've had to overcome over the years of being a full-time sneaker customizer for almost 5 years now. So hopefully these will save you a lot of time. I think there's a lot of great information in this video. If you think anybody else could learn from this, whether it's another friend or customizer, make sure you share this with them. As far as the giveaway goes, we're going to be giving away an Angelus starter kit so that you can start to apply some of these tips and hacks that we talked about in today's video. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is like the video, make sure you're subscribed to the page, and comment "done" down below. We will be announcing the winner to this video in our Vans Vape tutorial, which is dropping next Friday, May 4th. So make sure you come and check that video out, and we'll be announcing the winner. See you guys in the next one.